Hi there, this is savewith.crypto on Sunday afternoon, 16th of April. Okay, so last night I got back from France like really late and I had a bit of a lie-in this morning. We're already in a trade on the challenge account, but a friend of mine just called me, had a little chat on the phone, and he asked me what would be a good entry for a long on Bitcoin or a short on Bitcoin at the moment, and I couldn't give him a definite answer, but I promised him I'd make a video, so here it is. Now, this chart here is actually the BTC USDT chart using ByBit as a data source. And a little while ago, I drew this flag here. Now, this is not a bull flag, this is a bear flag. And you can find out all about these things if you go to investopedia.com and just have a search up here for whatever you want to know about. And this is like a bullish flag when it points downhill like that. But when it points uphill like this one here, this is a bearish flag, okay? Which is what we got here. But I'm not totally convinced that it's going to go down just yet. It's quite possible, within this flag it could go like that for a little bit and then drop out that way. And there is a possibility they can break to the upside as well. That's all very possible. So the chances are it might break down at some point. But the reason I don't think it's going to do that in the next day or so is because if you look at the cmegroup.com, you can see that the CME exchange closed at 30,610 on Friday night. Now that will open again later on today. And what generally happens is the price tends to gravitate back to this price anyway, which means it's going to go up about $300. Which is great. So there is a possibility you could trade this if you wanted to. Now, I'd like to see a few of the things that confirm this as well. Now, one of the things that makes me also think it might go up is this WaveEdge indicator. This one's a paid indicator from Thomas, who is Team Underground. A young lad is very good at making money, actually. Yeah, as I say, it's not a free indicator, this one, so you will have to pay him a bit of money if you want to use it, but with that you get access to his VIP group as well, which is quite cool as well. If you want to know about that, just go to savewithcrypto.org/waveedge, and then it will redirect you to the Telegram group where you can get involved there. So what you're looking for here is you're looking for these green crosses, and you can see that green cross there was good. That made a big uptick. This one here is good as well. The red triangles signify whale activity. Now this generally works better on larger time frames, so 1 hour is a little bit too fine if you like, so I sometimes look at the 2 hour, but my preferred one is to look at the 4 hour one. Now what I've seen here is, what time was that? That was 1 o'clock this afternoon, so about 3 hours ago there was a green cross there, and that implies a change of direction of the market. Now, as that has been coming down, that should help to give the price a bit of a pump up. So, that is a good signification of the trend going up. And you can see the last one was here. Now, if you'd have gone long, obviously there, you'd be like well up by now, wouldn't you? And the one before that was here at 26.5 grand. So you can see this is like quite a reliable indicator. And obviously the previous one here. These ones aren't so good because it's in a downtrend anyway, but when it's in an uptrend and you see that green cross, it's normally a very good thing, particularly on the higher time frames. So that's good. The other thing that interests me as well is if we look at the VWAP, okay, so what we're looking at here is the sort of red and green bands at the top and bottom of the candles. Let's just go to finer ones like 15 minutes, say. Now here I wouldn't suggest going long when the price is in this red band here. I'd go for the green band down here. So if I wasn't in a trade already, I would probably be looking at going long around this area. And what I've been doing recently, which has had reasonable results, is I've been putting like 25% of my capital, say there, at like 30,210, 25% of my capital here at 30,167, then the remainder of it at 30,144. And then what you hope is that at some point you get a wick like this one here that comes down, fills some orders, and then shoots straight back up again. That would be the ideal kind of long entry. Now you need to keep an eye on this because this will change over time, because you can see the VWAP does go up and down, obviously, and it also resets about midnight, which is actually midnight UTC. So for me that's like 1 a.m. So you need to keep your eye on this kind of stuff. If in doubt, I would probably just set an order at the lower point, somewhere around 30,143. The thing there is, if you're coming down that far and you're dropping out the bottom of the VWAP, then it means you're out of that channel as well, and that could be that flag breaking down. But for the moment, I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to do that later in the week. But having said all that, I'm not very good at technical analysis. I've never claimed to be any sort of expert about it. So please do your own research. And of course, none of this is financial advice. With the challenge account, we're actually well in profit anyway, because we went long down here at 28,889. So we're currently like 48% in profit, which is $292, which is looking pretty good. I need to decide what I'm going to do about this. I'm very tempted to set a partial take profit, and I think I'm just going to go for this figure here, this 30,610. It's as good as anything, so I'm going to take 25% there. So let's just set that one up, and to do that, I just come over here to the account, and then I want to do close by limit, and I'm going to do 30,610. So 30,610, and I'm only going to take 25% off the table, so that's that one there. And you see what that does there, that sets a short order up here. So yeah, if the price goes up there, it'll take 25%. So what I'm hoping is it'll go up there and then come back down and go back up, and then I can keep doing that for a bit and generating a bit more Bitcoin as it goes up and down. It's all good there. If we look at the assets overview, you can see we're on $884.29, which is like 0.0291 Bitcoin, and that's good. That's more than a 4x since the start of March, so I'm happy with that. But as I say, do your own research. But yeah, that's what I'm doing there, and it's not a suggestion, but if I wasn't in a trade, I would probably be looking to get into a trade somewhere around 30,150, and then what I'd be hoping for, something like that, and then the price goes up. If it comes down, you might want to set a stop loss. I'd probably set it fairly tight, to be honest, because if it drops out of this channel, it might not come back for a while. So probably even set your stop loss at 30,000 even. It's generally not what I do, though. I tend to like sort of laddering into a position rather than using a stop loss, and that way I'd get a nice entry. But there is the risk that if the price goes massively south, you could get liquidated. So for that reason, I'd probably suggest using nothing more than 5x leverage. If you know what you're doing, use 10x. That's what I do. But 5x should give you a nice liquidation point that's a long way away, and hopefully we'll never go near there. And the other thing I do as well is I go in with not all the capital, so that if it does go south, you can always add to the position, and if you think you didn't quite get it as low as you could have done. So there you go. That's what I'm doing there. So enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the markets opening tonight. Always happens very late Sunday night UTC. And of course there's the all-important weekly close, which happens on Sunday as well. So anyway, if you appreciate all that, do give the video a like, leave a nice comment, make sure you're subscribed, tick the notification bell, put it on all, and above all, tell your friends.